Hi, my name is Jan L. Burt, and I'm the creator of the Once a Year Homeschool Planner. I'm also the mom to 5 amazing children. I wanted to spend a couple of minutes with you telling you about the Once a Year Homeschool Planner today. This planner is an all-in-one, all-subject, all-student planning system that is available as a downloadable PDF which you're able to print at home. This presentation is an overview of how the planner works and what you can expect after your purchase. And the planner is available for purchase at janlburt.com. First of all, I'd like to state that this is not a traditional planner with room for your days, weeks, and months, a place for assignments and grades, extra space to keep track of everything homeschool related. It's a planning system with the express purpose of walking you through a process which, upon completion, will have your homeschool's entire academic year planned out. Not a rough draft, not a vague idea, not sort of laid out where you have to just jump in and hope that you can pull it all off and make it fly, but actually planned out and ready to implement. So while this system does include several printable worksheets for you to use and fill in, it isn't your typical homeschool planner. It serves a far different purpose than keeping track of grades and lesson plans. And those are important. You need to keep track of that. But the purpose of the Once a Year Homeschool Planner is to take your entire school year's worth of homeschool planning and simplify it to make it more manageable. It's more like a guide, a step-by-step process that allows you to plan out the entire homeschool year over the course of just a few days. Some moms have planned out their entire year over the course of a few hours. As a busy homeschooling mom to 5 kids, I worked out this method of annual homeschool planning because I desperately needed it. So I'm not pitching something to you that sounds like it might work. I'm sharing something with you that worked for me year after year after year. It saved my bacon over and over again. And I'm taking a wild guess that I'm not the only homeschooler who struggled with making it across the academic finish line every year. So I figured if it worked for me for over 2 decades, I wanted to share it and make it available with my fellow homeschooling moms. So the Once a Year Homeschool Planner, it's a process, and it's really fairly simple. Using it becomes second nature as soon as you've worked through the steps and gotten a grasp of how it plays out. The first time you start this process, it might seem a little bit bumpy. That's totally normal. It doesn't take very long at all for you to see how simple the process is. When I first started working to create a planning method that would allow me to plan out the whole year for all 5 of my children, who were each at 5 different academic levels, it took me a couple of years and some trial and error and tweaking to get the process honed and refined. But once I did, I never looked back. For over 20 years, I used this method, and not one single year have I failed to completely finish every subject for every student exactly as it was planned out before the beginning of the school year. Actually, we usually got more done than I had originally planned. I would never, and I really do mean never, attempt to begin a year of homeschooling without spending a few days planning it out with my Once a Year Homeschool Planner. Fair warning, however, things are going to be a bit messy during the first phase because you're going to have homeschool books and supplies and resources all around you as you begin the planning process. But then it will be much more organized during the second phase, and then it'll be completely finished by the third phase, and you're ready to start the homeschool year. That sounds a little corny and cliche, I know, but it really is as easy as 1, 2, 3. So a brief overview of the 3 steps to planning out your entire homeschool year involve narrowing down or specifying your curriculum choices, calculating the amount of time needed to completely finish each subject's coursework, and then planning the overarching framework or theme for the school year. The Once a Year Homeschool Planner has ample instructions to guide you through this process from start to finish. It also has printable worksheets and plenty of helpful tips. It really does provide everything that you need to plan, assign, and complete your homeschool work year after year after year. And for honest and true, you really only need to buy it once. Purchase once, use forever. There are no licensing fees, there's no registration fee, there's no renewal fee. It's a one-time purchase. And since it's a non-consumable resource, you just buy it once and then print it each year. You pick the worksheets that you want to print for any given year, or some you may need to reprint for another semester, and that's it. You never have to buy anything else ever again. However, I do ask that you purchase it for use in your family's personal homeschool only, and that you not share it with other homeschoolers. And thank you for understanding. I also wanted to let you know that if you use the coupon code Thank You at checkout, you'll receive $5 off the purchase price of $27. So that makes it a $22 investment over the course of your entire homeschooling education years. No matter how many years you homeschool, it's $22 spread out over all those years. And I'd also like to take just a second to read a few reviews from homeschooling mothers who have used the once-a-year homeschool planner. Stephanie from Cubit's Kids says, using my once-a-year homeschool planner from janlbert.com, I am winning the day. I can highly recommend Jan's planning system. It's so much easier than having a planner with hundreds of pages you don't know how to put to good use. Thank you, Stephanie. Another homeschooling mom who used my planner said, I got one a few months ago and love it. And the last testimonial I would like to share about the planner is from a special needs homeschool mom, and her homeschooling looks a little different than mine did. Her day-to-day work involves, she is a full-time working mom. She also homeschools. He's highly special needs. He has autism. He's pretty high on the spectrum and has a variety of other health issues. And so she has a lot of doctor's appointments and therapies and just a huge variety of things she has to try and make work on a weekly basis. And here's what she has to say. So this is amazing. I've read through this tonight, hoping that it wasn't like every other planning resource out there. And let me tell you, I am crying tears of joy. As a special needs parent, it seems absolutely impossible to balance all the therapies, appointments, etc. with school. I took on homeschooling because we needed him to have one-on-one instruction at our convenience, and it has been a blessing that I'm able to do this for him. Planning and organizing all of these things has been extremely time-consuming. This method is going to make it possible to organize our schooling in a way that I can expand his curriculum and do it while supporting his current therapies. I have to adapt many things for the purpose of not only the teaching, but for him to display his knowledge of what we have taught. I feel like I am in constant school planning mode. I've literally just sat down tonight, and with my list of goals for his development this year, along with this planner, I organized a whole school year. From here out, all I will have to do is some weekly prep to adapt and teach. I feel a tremendous amount of work has just been taken off my hands. Thank you so much for putting this out there. Thank you so much for sharing that testimonial. I appreciate it. And I'm so glad it's a blessing and helped you. So you can purchase the once-a-year homeschool planner at janlbert.com. So that's my name, janlbert.com. Don't forget to use the coupon code Thank You to save $5. Thanks so much for your time. God bless you and your family on your homeschooling journey. Bye-bye.